I've been reading your comments, almost every single one, and I have bad news. We all grew up in the same dysfunctional sitcom, just with different wallpaper. It's the same three phrases over and over. I feel seen. Is this my life? I thought it was just my family. Look at this one. I thought I was just a cold person. No, Brenda, you were not cold. You were just raised by people who thought a hug was something you did to a coat rack. Gen X got raised by TV in the 1980s, 1990s, and told, go outside and don't come back until the streetlights come on. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand why you react the way you do at 48. And you're going to understand why you are not broken. You were just trained by emotionally illiterate people and then dropped into a world that will suddenly expect you to have feelings. And if that already feels uncomfortably accurate, congratulations. You are my people. Hit subscribe so you don't have to unpack this disaster alone at 2 a.m. later. The reason you feel seen here isn't because I'm psychic. It's because most of us had the same two main parents: television and neglect. We're the generation that was told, go outside, don't come back until the streetlights come on. That sounds poetic, but it's really just a polite way of saying, I don't want to perceive your existence for the next 6 hours. We weren't independent. We were just very efficient at not being a burden. You wiped your own tears because nobody else was going to. You made your own dinner out of a microwave and a box and a complete disregard for sodium. If you fell off your bike and maybe broke your arm, you did a quick cost-benefit analysis. Is this worth the ER bill, the time, or the lecture about being clumsy? That's not childhood. That's a survivalist boot camp with better music and lead paint. And that's just the surface level stuff. In a second, we're going to talk about the phrases that still live rent-free in your head at 3 a.m. Now, the TikTok kids, God bless them, they have names for all this shit. They call it childhood emotional neglect. They talk about emotional regulation and gentle parenting. We had, I'm going to give you something to cry about. That was our mental health plan. Our emotional regulation was Capri Sun and a rerun of Three's Company. Maybe a cold Sprite and being told, stop making that face or it'll stay like that. We spent 40 years calling this shit normal. That's just how it was. Everyone's parents were like that. But then you read these comments and you see thousands of people who also can't ask for help without feeling like they're committing a federal offense, who feel guilty for resting, who apologize for existing when they need something. That's not normal. That's a pattern. We weren't good kids. We were emotionally housebroken. The bad kids, they got noticed. The good kids, they learned to disappear so nobody got mad. We didn't bottle our feelings. We put them in a Tupperware, stuck them in the freezer, and forgot about them for 40 years. And now they're thawing out all over our midlife. And if you think that was fun, wait till you see what happens when all of this collides with adult kids, aging parents, and the realization that your entire personality is just fine. So why is this all hitting us so hard now? Because we're at that age where the I'm fine armor is starting to rust. You can't rub dirt on a midlife crisis. We're trying to raise kids who actually talk about their feelings, manage aging parents who still act like emotions are structural weaknesses, drag ourselves through jobs we're burnt out on. And somewhere in there, we're finally noticing that we never learn how to ask for help without apologizing for it first, which is a big problem when your body's sending you warning lights and your brain's still running on that don't bother anyone software. We're watching these videos, we're reading the comments, and we're starting to realize, wait, other people's moms actually talk to them about their feelings? On purpose? It's like finding out everyone else got the IKEA instruction manual for being human, and we've been trying to build our lives with butter knives and rage. That "I feel seen" comment, that's not just a compliment. That's a "holy shit, I'm not crazy" moment. It's the instant that the gaslighting ends. You're not broken. You were just built for a world that didn't require you to have a heart. And now you're stuck living in one that actually does. So if this channel is hitting an uncomfortable button, good. It means you're finally noticing that that button is there. If you're down in the comments finding your long lost siblings in trauma, good. Keep doing it. Talk to each other. It's cheaper than a therapist and probably a whole lot more honest. We grew up being told to deal with it alone. You don't have to keep doing that at 50. I'm going to keep poking your bruises and I'm going to keep adding salt to your wounds because apparently we need it. So hit that subscribe button if you were raised by TV, silence, and parents who thought our feelings were optional. And you're now finally trying to unfuck that wiring. Or don't. Whatever. I'm going to be here anyway. Probably complaining about my back and having a localized crisis on camera, but hit that bell if you want a notification every time I realize something new and horrifying about our childhoods. I'll see you in the next one.